Hello, this is Coach Toyin. Today I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to share with you one of the lessons I've taught before in my academy. It's part of the 10-week accelerator program that I run. I'm going to teach you something extremely powerful that's going to really be a game changer for you. So it's customer acquisition strategies. I follow and I use design thinking. So my background, I served as a strategist at the headquarters of Fortune 1, Walmart, and I'm a strategist. I teach and train on entrepreneurship and international trade development. I'm also a mindset coach because for us to build a successful business, we first need to build a successful mindset. Okay. So let me know where you're joining from. You're going to need, if you want to follow along, you're going to need a pen and a piece of paper. I have my own tablet here. I'm going to be giving you instructions. I'll be drawing. Okay, so go grab your pen and your paper and let's do this work. Okay, this is also part of the lead generation module in the 10-week accelerator available at towingumesiri.academy. And there are several parts to really doing this work well, like customer acquisition strategies. But this particular framework I'll teach you will definitely help you, particularly if you've done the underlying work for yourself. Okay. So I want you to write four things. Okay. One, lost. Okay. I have it backward. Lost, problem, solution, offer. Okay. There's actually also a workbook that supports this. So there's a lesson notes and then the workbooks, they're in the academy academy. Okay. So this is about customer acquisition. It's also used in your lead. I said lead. Pardon me. Lead generation and conversion right system, right? You're going to use this as well. It's also part of what you use for your magnetic message, what I call your conversion message as well. So magnetic message, it will draw people to you. Your conversion message will convert. Okay. So lost, problem, solution, and your offer. Okay. So the first thing is about, I call this the lost and found. So I call it the lost and found journey map, customer journey map in my academy. The first thing is that those who are lost, just consider people that are, let's say, for example, out on the streets of social media, they are lost. Your job is to find them and bring them into your ecosystem, right? That's the journey, okay, of customer acquisition, bringing people in. So that's why people talk about lead generation, but I talk about this through the lens of design thinking and psychology, okay? Hi, Ellen from Ghana. Thank you for joining. Let me know where you guys are joining from. So consider that those on social media, your potential clients and customers, they're right now roaming the streets of social media. They're lost. They're out there. Okay. They are currently having symptoms. So you're going to write symptoms. Okay. Symptoms. They're going through something, right? They're feeling something. They're experiencing something. So talk about feelings, experiencing. Okay, they're feeling something, they're experiencing something, they have certain symptoms. They don't know, they may not know what exactly the problem is. Okay, so that's why you have again lost, problem, solution, offer. The first thing is the lost. There are the people out there in the world on social media, they're feeling something, they're experiencing something, they have symptoms. I'm going to give you an example, right, to make this practical as well. So, what are they feeling? What are they experiencing? What are they going through right now? Okay. What mindsets have they adopted? Okay. You want to write those things down. So, as example, when I think about my academy for entrepreneurs, the Entrepreneurs Academy, there are first time entrepreneurs or relatively new entrepreneurs or even entrepreneurs 5 years in. They're out on social media. They are not seeing the results. So I'm going to give you examples. They are not seeing the results that they desire. They are stressed. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they should be doing. On and on and on. Okay. But bottom line is they're not seeing results. They want results, but they're not getting the results that they desire. Okay, so there are people out there, they've started a business, they've launched it, but they're not seeing the results that they desire. So find the statement that describes your own lost category. The people you want to serve, your customers, clients, and customers that you want to serve out there, out in the world, consider that they are lost, meaning they're not in your ecosystem. So they're out there, they're roaming the streets of, for example, right? They are lost. I'm using this customer journey, right, design to explain to you, put them in the lost category. They're feeling something, they're experiencing pain, they're struggling, right? What are their struggles? What are their pains? What are their challenges? Do you know that? Okay. Symptoms is what they are feeling, right? Symptoms of stress, frustration, right? Write those things down. Whatever words come out to you to describe them, write it down, right? Frustration. Why? Why are they frustrated? Okay. Once you capture that, that's the first step. Your job as the solution provider, okay? So this is about you understanding them, their own psychology, okay? Your job as the solution provider is to then move into the next box or circle that I just drew, okay? Lost, okay? Your job now is to understand the problem. You're going to find out what is the problem. This is what they're experiencing. But the question is, what is the problem? These two are different. Okay? So let's say you go to a doctor, you say your stomach aches. You are experiencing symptoms, right? You're experiencing symptoms. That's what you express to the doctor. But it is the doctor's job to find what the underlying problem is. Okay, so the assignment for you, again, we're talking about customer acquisition strategy. Again, it's lost. What are they experiencing? The symptoms, the pain, the struggle. Okay, then we're moving into problem. This is where you, as the expert, you're now going to list out what are the what's the problem. This is the symptom, this is the problem. You go into a doctor with stomach pain. Your doctor's job is to look for the cause, right? This is cause and effect. Okay? Cause and effect. What is causing this pain? What is causing the pain? What is causing the struggle? What is causing those negative feelings? What's causing the frustration? Why are they not seeing results in their business? Right? Why are they thinking the way they're thinking? What are they experiencing? Why? Okay? That's the job. That's your own job. Why? You'll find out. So I'll give you an example. So my own assessments of what first-time entrepreneurs or new entrepreneurs are going through, or even entrepreneurs again, 5, 6, 7 years. People may have been in the business world for a long time. Doesn't mean they have the skills, right? What the problem is, I'll list a few. Lack of skill. Lack of skills is in the way. If you have to sell as an entrepreneur and you don't have the skills of sales skills, marketing skills, you cannot sell and you cannot get the results. That's the problem. Lack of knowledge, right? If you don't know what you're doing in business, if you don't have the right level of market intelligence, it's going to affect your results. Lack of systems. Entrepreneurs that do not have systems in place and automation will feel a lot of pain, will feel a lot of stress. They'll be doing things manually, and manual gets you limited results. Automation helps you automate to, scale up your results. You see, so these are the problems that I have seen. This is right. So again, lost problem, right? So list out the problems: lack of skills, lack of knowledge, lack of systems, lack of strategies, okay? Lack of the right mindset, abundance mindset, right? Okay. Right? Lack of patience. This is the problem. If you plant a seed and you want the result today, you're not patient enough. In business, patience is required as well. So, lost is the symptoms that they are experiencing. So, entrepreneurs out there have symptoms, pain, they're not seeing results, they're frustrated, okay, they're surprised. Why is this not turning around? Lack of patience. And for me, as the expert, I'm saying the problem, the medical doctor will tell you, oh, the reason you're running a temperature is air infection. You may not know, they may not know it's ear infection, but the expert calls it out. Okay? We will call out the problem. Okay? We will call out what the problem is. Hi, Janelle. Thanks for joining on Clubhouse here. So, do you have your pen and your paper? We're going through customer acquisition strategy. There's also a video running as well. So, I started with lost. When your customers, potential clients and customers, they're out in the world, they have symptoms, they have frustrations, they have challenges, right? They're facing something, they're experiencing something. They also have aspirations. Your job is to list those things out. And then the next thing is problem. Even though they're experiencing symptoms, the key is that the symptom is not the problem. The problem is the underlying factor. They are just experiencing what's on the surface, but the underlying factor is what is causing the pain, the frustration for them. Okay, let me stop there. Janelle, do you want to respond or say something before I go on?
Hi, actually, I'm just listening in. I'm working, so I just wanted to just hear what you have to say. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Toy.
You're welcome. So basically, you need a pen and paper if you want to follow along. So this is really part of entrepreneurship development, the 10-week accelerator. And this is a lesson I'm diving into and just teaching here for those who can, they just need this right now. Okay. So lost is symptoms. Those who are out there, they're experiencing pain, they're struggling, right? They have certain feelings of frustration, they're not getting the results they want in business, on and on and on. Okay. But that's what they are experiencing. So if you go into a doctor's office, like I shared, you might go in and say, oh, I'm running a temperature. The doctor's job is to say what is causing all of these symptoms. The experts diagnosis. Okay. So it's your job to say, why are people experiencing what they're experiencing? What's the problem? So the problem is really what is causing the symptoms. And like I shared for entrepreneurs, I've done my own work, and that's why I'm teaching this is that the problem for entrepreneurs that is resulting lack of right, that is causing lack of results is they're lacking in skill. Okay, minimal skill, minimal results. They're lacking in knowledge, minimal results, no knowledge, no results. They don't have systems, they're doing things manually that cannot scale, that cannot get them the level of results they desire. They are lacking in strategies. There are always many ways of achieving success in business. They don't have the different ways, and so they're just all over the place. They don't have mindset, the right abundance mindset, the sense of possibility, on and on and on. They're lacking patience. If you plant a seed, you want to eat it today, it doesn't work. Nature doesn't work that way. Our job is to call it out. Now, here's the key. In my own industry, this is where you want to go into in your industry, the differentiating factor. For all of these problems, you will find in the industry that different people will decide which problem they want to tackle. I, with my academy, tackled all of these things. So you find out that, let's say, lack of skill. Some people will offer you to tackle your gap, your skill gap in marketing, as example. Their offer is, I'll do marketing for you, don't for you strategy, or they will teach you. Another will come in and say, oh, branding, I'll help you brand, I'll help you design your logo, I'll help you to do this, I'll help you to do that. Another person will come, oh, sales. Okay. Another person will say, oh, let me help you design your course. Let me help you to do this. Let me help you to create your product. Let me help you to create and design your services. I get it. So lack of skill is a big umbrella. What skills you are lacking is going to be dependent on where you're coming from. If you have a sales background, you may be good in sales, not good in marketing. If you have a sales background, you may be good in marketing, not good in sales. If you have a branding background, you may be good in branding, not good in marketing, not good in sales. And if you have none of those backgrounds, you are an engineer coming into the entrepreneurship, you have zero skills, you've never sold, you've never done all of those things. Okay. What I have decided to do, because once you list out the problem, the next thing you now have to decide for yourself, okay, is which of these problems do you want to help them solve? Which of these problems do you want to create a solution for? Okay, it's a decision, it's a choice. This is about you bringing your resources, energy. Which one do you have the experience, skills to help tackle in the world? Okay, so again, lost, problem. We've listed out the problem. These are the problems entrepreneurs are facing. It's big bucket, high level problems. Inside of each of these problems, it's depth, lack of skill. Which skill? Sales, marketing, branding, on and on. Mindset, on and on and on. So you now have to decide, what do you want to solve for? What I decided as an example is I want to solve it all because I have the capacity to solve it all. Okay. That's why I created a 10-week accelerator program. By the way, the 10-week accelerator program is a 1-year like I taught the classes for a year, and now I collapse it and people can complete it in 10 weeks. So it's actually a year-long program that you can now go in an accelerated fashion. So as example, the week 4, week 3, we went through, you go through identifying your customers, understanding them, like doing deep research, their workbooks, right? That week that is now part of the 10-week program, actually in real life, I taught it in a month. Meaning for 5 weeks in a month, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. In real life, I spent a month teaching that topic. But part of the accelerator, you can now complete what I taught in 1 month, you can complete it in a week. That's why it's an accelerator. You can speed it up. What it took people a year of me teaching and going on this entire journey, what I've now done is to collapse it with assignments. So it's an accelerator. It's intense, but you can now complete in a week what it took us a month, right? What it took us a year, you can complete in 10 weeks. So it's the speed, right? So there are 14 books, so 12 workbooks, 2 books, right? 40 course segments, 21 hours complete, spread out 10 weeks. Intense program. It's the Entrepreneurship Business Accelerator. Okay. That is the ultimate solution because in that 10 weeks, so as example, last year we spent January covering mindset resets, the game plan, 12 strategies for winning in life and business. That program takes 3 hours to complete, plus your personal growth workbook, your own commitment, because you have to work on your mindset first before we do all this work. It took us a month in January of last year. Now you would spend a week. You can do that work in a week. That's why it's an accelerator. Okay. So I decided to put 10 things together: mindset, branding, business accelerator course, right? Customer insights, right? Workbooks, right? Branding, like I shared before, products, how to launch your products, how to design your products, your lead magnets, your business model, how to make money, how to price your products, okay, how to serve your customers, right? It took me a year in the academy last year covering it. Now the entire program is massively presented to you as an offer that you can complete in 10 weeks. Okay, so that's my own solution, because now you have to decide. Okay, I just marked. Let me reverse that. Okay, so basically, remember I talked about lost. I'm using my fingers now. Let me go back. Okay, so remember I talked about lost, problem, solution, offer. The last category are the symptoms your potential clients and customers are experiencing. Your job is to list out the underlying problems. What's the reason why? Okay, why are they experiencing what they are experiencing? You, as the experts, you're the one to talk about the problem. I know you're not getting results because you don't have skills. You've not developed the skills because you don't have the knowledge to build the business. You don't have mindset, the right mindset. You don't have the strategies. You don't have the systems, right? You're lacking patience. I know that. Your job now is to say, which of it do you want to tackle? Remember, which of it do you want to tackle? I am tackling in the academy all of the problems I've identified. You can decide. It's based on your skills. If you have the skills of marketing, then your solution will be I can help you address marketing. If you want to help them with their courses, then you pick one. So this is what's happening in our industry, is that not everybody has the background that I do. So you find coaches, instructors, courses, programs. The courses are tackling pieces of the problem. That's why people don't see complete solution. That's why people don't experience complete solution, is because when the symptom is earache, if you go to the doctor and the doctor says, oh, let me just put an ointment, the doctor didn't deal with the underlying problem, you will come back again. You remain in that circle. Okay, that's why many people will say, oh, I paid this coach. I worked with this coach. It was good, but I'm still experienced, right? I'm still not seeing results. They throw money at the wrong problems. That's what's happening. People can throw money at the wrong problem. So what I have done is to say, I want to solve it all. So that solve it once and for all, then you can move on. Okay. So the next bubble here is, once you decide which of the problems you're solving for, or you want to solve for, you have the capacity and skill to solve for. The next is, what is the solution? Remember, this is the problem. This is the solution. This is where you get into your products and your services. Okay? This is where you dive into the world of your product and your service. Is that your product and your service, right? They're your solution. Many times people just say, oh, I have this product, I have this service, but they've not talked about the symptoms. They've not talked about the problems that they're solving. They're just bringing their product and service and saying, buy now, buy now, buy now. Nobody's buying because you are jumping and skipping these steps. Okay, so the solution is at the level of your product and your services. Your product and service will encapsulate, right, which of the problems you have decided you want to solve. So you find out that, again, some people will say, come, let me help you create a course. What it means is, let me help you create your product. They're not promising to teach you how to market it. They're not promising to teach you the skill to sell it. They're not promising to help you brand it. They're just saying, if you want to create a course, we'll help you create a course. That's their offer, right? They've created a solution and that's their offer. So remember, in my bubble here, solution, they create a product and a service, and then they offer it to you for a price. What most people don't understand is, this product and this service, is it tackling one problem, 2, 3, or a fraction of one problem? Right? Because part of the problem for entrepreneurs is you don't have a winning product. You've created something the market is saying no. This is why I always say, when it comes to branding, I say it's brand last, product and services come and go. Like IBM 20 years ago, I don't know what they created, right? Apple, right? 5 years ago, what they created 5 years ago, do we still want it today? So products and, right? So having a winning product per time, right? Per moment, you must have a winning product. Your brand promise, okay, that's where the branding course comes in. The brand promise is the umbrella over everything you do. The products and services come and go. They tackle specific problems for specific people, and they result in solutions. They solve specific things. So think about it as, you go to the medical doctor, okay? If you come in with earache and he checks, okay, you say, okay, my hair, I don't know, my hair is aching. That's the symptoms. They look in, oh, infection. Okay, that's the problem. The problem is infection. The symptoms is earache. It's like toothache as well. My tooth aches. Symptom. The doctor looks in, the dentist looks in, says, oh, you have cavity. That's the problem. Now, the solution is we have to remove the cavity. Okay? The solution is we have to remove the cavities. Okay? The solution is tackling specific. Now, there might be several teeth that still need problem. Okay. Let me keep it simple, okay? Anyway, I think you get the point. When you go, what you take to the doctor, and if the doctor doesn't have the capacity, he might refer you to another expert or specialist, right? So the symptoms in itself may have layers and layers and layers. This is why, for me, I've done the work to list out as much problem as possible and then to decide we can tackle all of these skills, mindset, strategy, systems, right? Let them lay the strong foundation and then you can run your race and you can then build, right? You can build on a strong foundation as an entrepreneur. That's my own promise, right? Because the product and the solution will reflect. Because so for me, as an example, many people would have 10 courses. I have a program that took me a year to teach. If I were to divide that into courses, you would buy 40 courses. I get it. But what I decided to do is to combine it all as a 10-week because I designed it in such a way that they are complementary. Mindset, branding, accelerator, right? Customer insights, right? Understanding your customers, your business model design, your value proposition, your lead magnets, right? Your lead conversion, lead generation, lead conversion system, serving your clients and customers, on and on and on. 40 course segments, right? 21 hours, 12 workbooks, 2 books, over 100 newsletter. Like that was my own solution. Sure, I'm throwing everything at it. And those who want to solve everything will invest. Those who just want a course, you can have a course and still have problems with skills. You can have a course and still have problem with your brand. You can have a course and still have problem with your marketing strategy. So yeah, like when I talk about magnetic messaging, on and on, is because all along that journey, I support entrepreneurs to the ultimate success. That's my own promise. But out there in the marketplace, you're going to find this offer, that offer, but realize you need to ask yourself, what problem are they solving? Right? Because after people make a ton of investment, they still come back and say, well, and the symptoms still persist, is because many connected problems are still unsolved. You've not developed skill. For you to achieve success long term in business, you have to develop skill. Otherwise, you always face somebody and depend on other people, right? That brings skill. But here's the key: it's actually easier if you know what you're doing and if you've developed fundamental skills. It becomes easier to deal with experts. And that's one of the things right is you will see that now you know what they are even supposed to do. But when you don't know what they're supposed to do, you are lost. You are at their mercy. But if you know the strategy behind branding, then you can better leverage and use experts to do the work that needs to be done. Okay. So anyway, solutions, the third bubble there, your product and your services, your offer. And this is where you get into your conversion message, is that many people want to pitch. They just want to say, buy now, buy now, buy now. And people are like, why? Because I've talked about this before, and it's one of the lessons I talk about, blind spots. You're offering a solution. Let me explain it. You're offering a solution to problems they don't know they have. The only thing they know they have right now is symptoms. They are not problem aware. They are not solution aware. When they get into solution awareness, okay, they might now be exploring possible solutions. And this is where you differentiate. Just like I've done, my differentiating factor is that I tackle all the problems, not just one, not just two, all of these problems that has been identified. And I differentiate myself to say some will offer you branding, some will say they will help you with your brand, some will say they will help you with your product, some will say they will help you with this and that, right? Marketing. I say I'm going to train you to acquire the skills, all the skills you need, the fundamental entrepreneurship skills, right? So that you can now build on that foundation. I'll teach you systems, strategies. I'll help you with mindset, my mindset program, the game plan. That's my own promise and differentiating factor. If you want it, Toyin, you mess with the academy, that's the offer. The offer is the academy. The solution are the courses. The problems that I've identified is what I've listed out: the skills gap, strategy gap, knowledge gap, right? Lack of patience, no abundance mindset, limited mindset, lack of confidence, okay? On and on and on, right? Lack of skill, I've talked about that, strategy, mindset, knowledge. You find me talking about this a lot because they are in the way of you achieving success. And the symptoms, stress, pain, struggle, lack of results, ultimately lead into lack of results, and lack of results generates more stress. It's like a vicious circle, guys. Circle, right? Frustrated, no results, you go back again, no skills, on and on and on. Okay, so this will help you if you can map this out. It takes a long time because part of this is part of week 9 in the accelerator. The reason I put it in week 9 is because you have to do so much more work before you can do this well. The quality of doing this work well is highly dependent on everything else I teach in the academy week 1 to week 8, right? The research, market research, like the entrepreneurs workbook has 30 questions. It involves market research because what I just listed out to you right now is heavily based on years of work. You can't just list this out without doing the work of sitting with your potential clients and customers to understand what's going on in their mind. Okay, so everything I just listed out is outcomes of years of research, years of work. So when people don't do that work, even if I show you this, it will be tough for you to list these things out. But from week 1 to week 8, all we're doing is so that when you get to week 9, this will be easy, breezy, beautiful. When we talk about lead generation, on and on and on, it becomes very, very, very easy by the time you get to week 9. So yes, so definitely then your offer, your conversion, your offer here is the bond, is what you're selling. Okay, let me share something. I'm just going to put a tip out there. Okay, your offer is different from your solution. Your offer is different from your solution. Your offer is the label. So if you if your doctor gives you, right, a medication, the active ingredient in that medication is wrapped up under a brand. You get what I'm saying? The active ingredient is the product and service, but the offer needs to be well branded, well presented. You know, sometimes you have capsule. The capsule looks nice, but what is inside is bitter. Is that? I'm telling you 10 weeks accelerator. It sounds, pretty cool. But the work you would do is hidden inside it. We have to present it. The offer must be attractive, compelling. The work, we will guide you with mindset and continue to inspire you, encourage, because many people don't want to do the work. Many people don't want to take their medication, guys. That's why kids, Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Medicine go down. A spoonful of sugar. That's my daughter right there. Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar. The offer is the sugar. We bring you in. We care enough. We want to solve all the symptoms, all the problems, but oftentimes the solution is not compelling. It's work. You want to lose weight. You don't want to get on the treadmill, we will give you a nice Weight Watchers offer. We'll draw you in. Okay? So the offer is different from the solution. I separate those two things because your offer must be compelling. This is where the language, the packaging, the presentation matters. You fail here, you fail. Your offer must be compelling. Okay, that's it. Check out toyinumesi.academy. Jump in, take the 10-week accelerator, business entrepreneurship accelerator. Again, it took a year. It's a year program condensed into 10-week program that you can run through to address all the problems I just shared. And guess what? You start seeing results. That's really it. It will address all those things and you start seeing results in your business. So thank you so much for joining. See you.